Joy Von Seal, Mahana Bishop. Hi, welcome, come in.
Hi, welcome. I'm Angelique Meadow, founder of Will You. We are here today in the lovely home of Joy Mahana Bishop. Lady Joy is not only a part of the Women's Hall of Fame, but she has also got a beautiful storied history filled with wisdom that we are all honored to be able to hear.
Well, I feel that I'm honored that you wanted to hear what I had to say. So I always consider it a blessing that I've met Angelique. My dad farmed and ranched in Texas, and that's where I was born, and that's where I grew up. And my brother and I did all the things that people normally do that do ranching, and we had our work, and we had our horse, and so what more could you want, really? I was a middle child. After I was 10 and my brother was 13, when we came home from school early one day, and my mother was sitting in her chair crying and sewing a baby dress. And that's when she told us we were going to have a little brother or sister. We were thrilled to death that we were going to do that. And we ran all over and told everybody, nearest neighbors we had, telling them we were going to have that. We didn't pay too much attention to Mother crying, but I can imagine she probably felt she had her family. And then all of a sudden, here she is. But anyway, here came our sister, Judy, and she became our baby. We really reared her and took care of her, and we even had to take her on our dates with us, if you believe that. Sometimes we liked her and sometimes we didn't.
There was a Sunday a long while back, about a year ago, when we sat in your beautiful sunroom and you said, Angelique, I'd like to talk with you about something.
And it was about Judy. Well, that is something that you have helped me with so much, because I don't think I ever talked about Judy that I didn't say poor Judy growing up. And that's what, and one time I asked her how we spelled her name. Is it P-O-O-R Judy or just P-O-R Judy? But that's how we talked about Judy, poor Judy. And you straightened me out on that very well, because we didn't mean it in a bad way at all, but I saw that maybe Judy we thought she couldn't do much. My brother and I thought that, but I have not mentioned poor Judy since we had that talk, because I didn't realize that might be hurtful to her, or that's not a good thing.
By calling her poor Judy, we're not like
lifting her up.
You know.
See, I don't know why it was a name, poor Judy, instead of saying wonderful Judy, or it would have maybe it may make a difference, because I think Judy looked at herself, maybe as I review her life and as we've talked later, I think she's seen herself as poor Judy. Everybody is their own person, and they have a goodness about them, and that's what we should concentrate on, the good points. And that's what I'm trying to do. Why it took me so long with my sister, because I think I'm good that way with my friends. I think I've always admired them for what they do. It took me a while to get poor Judy out of that. Maybe she wasn't in the mold as much as I was in the mold about poor Judy. And we'd had to be sure and look after Judy. We had to be sure Judy was okay.
How did changing her name from poor Judy to Judy change your perspective of her?
Well, I have now expected Judy to be the grown woman that she is, with her own life and with her own ideas and her own goals. So I accept Judy without being poor Judy now.
How has that changed the dynamic of the relationship?
It's freed me from feeling responsible for her all the time. And I imagine it's freed her from hearing poor Judy. She's not poor Judy in our family anymore. If she liked that title, it's gone.
But you feel different now.
Now, I do.
And how do you feel different?
Relieved.
By learning and caring about our whole self, we can release unhealthy habits and become more vibrant, loving, and joyful. Will you grow? Yes, you can.